Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw a cute Valentine's Cupid. So we're going to draw the character sort of facing in that direction, holding an arrow and bow. So let's start with the eyes. So we start the eye on the left, starting with a circle at the top, and coming down to the bottom, and then back up to the top again. From here, I'm going to draw a little highlight circle at the top left. So a smaller circle just tucked up on the left side there. We're going to color in the eye black. From here, let's move over to the right side and draw the exact same size eye as the one on the left. So starting at the top, come around to the bottom, and back up to the top again. Now let's draw a little small highlight circle at the top left corner here. And color everything else in black. Now from here, because it's looking in that direction there, we're going to have to draw the tops of the eyelids. So starting at the top of the left, we're just going to curve a line like that. And on the top right, we'll do the same thing. Just a little hook like so. From here, let's draw the mouth. So I'm going to draw the mouth quite high on the face. So a little smirk. So starting on the left side, we're just going to draw a curve like that. And then over here on the end, we're just going to draw a little curve just to bracket in the end of the mouth. Underneath the mouth, we're going to draw just a little indication of a bottom lip. So a little curve like that. Now that we have that, we're going to start to draw on the profile of the face down to the chin. Now the chin, I want to make it quite small. So we're going to come really close to that mouth there, so down to here. Starting on the side of the face here, we're going to just draw the profile of the face just beside the right eye. So starting up here, we're just going to curve around the eye like this. Now from here, we're going to bulge out the side of the cheek. So coming out and working our way to the chin where my finger was. So we're just going to curve up. Now we're going to work our way towards the ear. So the ear I'm going to put right here on the side of the head. So starting at the base of the ear, I'm just going to curve and meet up with the bottom of the chin, like so. From here, let's draw on this ear. So we're going to draw a big C shape. So the ear is going to be a little bit bigger than the eye. So starting at the top of the ear, curve around and just meet up with that point. Inside here, we're just going to draw a little ear detail. So a little curve like this. Let's draw in the front edge of the hair. So I'm going to give him curly hair. So over here, we're just going to draw a curve that kind of comes up like this. We'll draw a smaller one just up here. Now we're going to work our way down to the side of the head here. So we're going to draw one big curl in the front of the head. So we're going to come down in between the eyes and just curl around like that. From here, we're going to curl in, we're going to do a little overlap here. We'll do a little curve like this. And then from here, I'm just going to tuck in behind this headline and just kind of come up like this. So it kind of touches that head and curls back up. Let's go ahead and draw the top of the hair. So I'm going to give him a big head of hair. So on the side of the ear here, I'm going to start beside the ear on the left and just curve around. Here we're going to do another curve. And we're just going to work our way all the way around. Now from here, I'm just going to draw a big curl like this. Draw another big curl. And you can see I'm working my way back towards the front of the hair here. So I'm going to connect this point to that point with one big curl. So let's draw on the opposite ear. So you're just going to see a little hint of the ear on the opposite side. So right down here, I'm just going to draw a little curve that tucks in behind the head like that. And we'll draw that little ear detail by drawing a little curve. Let's give him a little eyebrow. So up here, I'm just going to raise the eyebrow. Starting on the left, we'll just curve over to the right. Over here, I'm just going to draw a tiny little one like that. Okay, so now we're going to draw the body. I'm going to have him sort of leaning forward like this, holding the bow and arrow. So I'm going to have to draw in the front arm first because this arm overlaps on top of everything else. So starting in the shoulder, which would be right about here, I'm going to draw a curve towards the wrist. We're going to go down and draw the bottom of the arm, so the armpit going up to the wrist, which would be in line with this line here. So starting down here, we're going to curve up. Now we're going to work our way from the bottom of the hand and then work our way to the top because the fingers sort of get overlapped on top of each other. So we start by drawing the back of the hand here. So from this point, we'll curve up. Now we're going to do a series of overlaps. We're going to come down a little bit and draw a little curve like that, a little curl. Come up here and draw another curl, so overlapping. And then the final finger, we're just going to curve up and just meet up with that wrist, like so. Let's draw on the arrow. So we're going to draw two straight lines coming out straight across, horizontally. So working our way across. And then we're going to draw that twice, so twice as wide. Now here, I'm going to give him a sort of heart-shaped arrowhead. So starting in the middle, I'm going to curve up and to the point. Down here, I'm just going to curve down and then to the point. We're going to draw the arm last in the back. So let's get into the body. So I'm going to have the body curving out this way. So what I'm going to do is draw the shape of the body, so the back and the front. So let's start with the front. Right about here, I'm going to draw a line down to the waist. So curve, starting below the chin, curving behind that hand, and we're just going to continue that line like this. Let's draw the back. So I'm going to draw the body, the waist here. So starting here, we're going to go a little bit wider as we get towards the waist. So just curving up. I'm going to connect these 2 points with a curve. Let's give it a little belt. So we're just going to draw that line again, duplicating up on top. And we're going to give them a little toga. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up on the back here and just curve around that armpit, right here. You can imagine this line coming up and going behind the arm and up over the shoulder. It's drawn a little wing. So right about here, we're going to draw a little curve. So starting right by the arm, curve up, and just curl back. From here, we're going to do an overlap. So coming up to the back here, curving in. Do it again. We're going to try one more time here. And then one final one, just to finish this off into the back, we're just going to close that off, a little curve. Let's draw on the skirt. So the skirt's going to come out this way, so the legs are going to come out this way. So in the back here, I'm going to curve out. In the front, I'm just going to curve and just change the direction of this. So you can see that I'm pulling this out a little bit. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. So starting at the top, we'll curve all the way to the front. If you want, you could draw a little bit of pleat. So up here, draw a straight line to the waist, and over here, a straight line to the waist. Let's draw on the legs. So back here, I'm going to have one leg kicked up, one leg kicked forward. So over here, we're going to draw a straight line across for the back of the thigh, and we're going to change direction. We're going to go with a straight line in a diagonal upwards. From here, we're going to go to the front of the foot. So we're going to draw a little foot here. So curving around and just hooking around to the front like that. From here, we're going to do an overlap for the front of the leg. So we're going to do overlap here for the ankle and just curve this underneath the skirt. Let's draw a little shoe. So we're here just going to draw a little curve like that. Let's draw that same leg in the front here. So we're going to start with the back of the leg first. So we draw a straight line. Now we're going to take that leg and we're just turning it this way. We draw the back of the leg. Now we're going to draw that same curve that we have here for the foot. So at the back, curve to the front, and just hook that back like this. Again, doing a little overlap here. I'm going to curve around and tuck this in under the skirt. Let's draw a shoe. So the little tip of the shoe there. Now let's get into the arm in the back here. So this is the tricky part. We're going to have to draw on the hand first, and then it'll sort of help us guide our way back into the arm here. So let's start with the hand. So the hand, we're going to have to start with that thumb. So starting right about here, we're going to start at the wrist, curve up to the arrow, and curve up like that. From here, we're going to draw in this little detail in the palm. It'll curve like this. Let's draw on one finger. So from here, we're going to tuck one finger behind the thumb. Now we're going to do an overlap. So from here, we're going to draw a little curve going in behind the thumb. And then one more time, we're going to start in the back here and just curl around underneath that finger there. From here, let's draw in the bow. So we're going to draw 2 curved lines. So from this thumb, we're going to imagine this coming up around this way. So from here, we're going to curve and just do a little curl like that. From the back here, underneath this finger, we're going to do the same thing but flipped over. Draw a little curl like that. From here, just underneath this swirl, we're just going to draw a line, following that same curve, behind this arrow into the finger. From here, we start by this curl and just tuck this in underneath that finger. Now we want to take the bow. We're going to draw the little string. So from here, we draw a straight line. From here, from this finger, we're going to draw a straight line. And we can draw a little bit of the ropes hanging on the actual bow here. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3 little curves. We'll draw it here as well. 3 little curves there. Now we can finish this off by drawing the hand and the arm coming up this way. So behind this bow, we're just going to draw a curve going into the wrist. Now from this point, we're going to curve in behind that body. So along the way, we're going to have to tuck this in behind that hand and that arrow. So going up, and we'll just continue on up underneath that head. From here, this is just going to disappear behind that hand. You probably won't see it behind that hand there. But that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's a Valentine's Cupid. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please make sure you share your art with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or email. You can also get this as a downloadable print on our website at www.cartoonforkids.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.